Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption. An eyewitness to the Cambrils shooting described what happened to Radio 4 Yesterday program. Spanish police say they have shot dead 5 suspected terrorists in the town of Cambrils in a second vehicle attack, hours after another in Barcelona killed 13 people and injured dozens. Police said the men were linked to the Barcelona attack, which so-called Islamic State said it had carried out. Police are still hunting the man who drove his van into crowds on Las Ramblas in Barcelona on Thursday. Spanish media have named Musa Zubikir, 18, as the suspect. He is the brother of Dris Ubikir, whose documentation was allegedly used to rent the van involved in the attack. Spanish PA Mariano Rajoy has condemned what he called a jihadist attack. He has announced 3 days of national mourning and a minute's silence was held at noon 1000 GMT on Friday. What happened in Cambrils? Image caption. A vehicle overturned in the attack. 7 people, including a police officer, were wounded when a car was driven into them early on Friday, Catalan emergency services said. 1 later died in hospital. The attacker's vehicle overturned, and when the men got out they were quickly fired upon by police, media say. 1 was reportedly brandishing a knife. The men were wearing what appeared to be explosive belts, police said, and a series of controlled explosions was carried out. The belts proved to be fake, Catalan regional head Carles Puigdemont later told local radio. Police say the situation in Cambrils, a popular seaside resort 110 kilometers 68 miles southwest of Barcelona, is now under control. What happened on Las Ramblas? A rented van was driven down Las Ramblas, a popular street in the center of the city on Thursday afternoon, mowing down tourists and locals. Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption. What was it like to be caught up in the Barcelona attack? Witnesses said the van deliberately targeted people, weaving from side to side. The driver of the van, believed to be the sole attacker, fled on foot and is still being hunted by police. Las Ramblas is a central boulevard that runs 1.2 kilometers (0.75 miles) through the center of Barcelona, from the city's Plaça de Catalunya Square to the Christopher Columbus Monument at the seafront. A businessman from New Orleans, who was just arriving in a taxi in Las Ramblas, said, "I heard a crowd screaming. It sounded like they were screaming for a movie star." Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption. Footage shows police surrounding a white van moments after the attack. I saw the van. It had already been busted on the front. It was weaving left and right, trying to hit people as fast as possible. There were people lying on the ground. Kevin Quast, who is on holiday in Barcelona with his family, said, "I was eating with my family in La Boqueria market very near where the crash occurred. Hundreds of people started stampeding through the market. We started running with them, going outside right into where casualties were already on the ground. Police pushed us into a money transfer shop and we've been sheltering there for over an hour." Who were the victims? Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption. Footage captures people using a shop as an escape route on Las Ramblas. Citizens of some 24 countries were killed or injured in the Las Ramblas attack, the Catalan government has said. Confirmed dead: Spaniard Francisco López Rodríguez, who was in his 60s, Italian Bruno Gullotta, 35, unnamed. Italian, unnamed Belgian. What do we know about the victims? France's foreign ministry said on Friday that 26 French nationals were injured, with at least 11 in a serious condition. 13 German citizens were wounded, some seriously. A 5-year-old Irish boy suffered a broken leg. Hong Kong, Taiwan and Greece are among those saying the citizens were injured. Pakistani, Philippine, Venezuelan, Australian, Romanian, Peruvian, Dutch, Danish, Algerian and Chinese nationals were also among the casualties, officials said. Have arrests been made? Image copyright Spanish National Police handout. Image caption. Police released this photo of Dris Ubikir, whose documents were used to rent the van. 2 people were detained on Thursday of the Las Ramblas attack, but not the driver of the van. One of those held is Dris Ubikir, whose documents were used to rent the van, local media say. They say he is in his 20s, and was born in Morocco. However, latest reports suggest he has told police he was not involved, and that his documents were stolen. Spanish media report that his younger brother, Musa, rented 2 vans, the one used in the attack and another found hours later in the town of Vic, north of Barcelona, and intended as a getaway vehicle. The second man arrested was born in Melilla, the autonomous Spanish city on the north coast of Africa. He has not been named. On Friday, police announced a third arrest had been made in the Catalan town of Ripoll. So-called Islamic State has said it was behind the Las Ramblas attack, saying in a brief statement carried by its AMAQ news outlet that it was carried out by Islamic State soldiers. The group gave no further evidence or details to back this claim. What was the timeline of events? Alcana, Wednesday evening, an explosion rips through a house in the small town, 200 kilometers south of Barcelona. One person dies. Police Chief Josep Luis Trapero said it appeared the residents at the house had been preparing an explosive device. A Catalan government official says a cell may have intended to use gas canisters in the Las Ramblas attack. Barcelona, Thursday 1650-1450 GMT. A white Fiat van drives down Las Ramblas in central Barcelona, killing 13 people and injuring scores. The driver flees on foot. Vic, Thursday 1830. Police find a second van, thought to be a getaway vehicle, in the town 80 kilometers north of Barcelona. Sant Just Desvern, Thursday 1930. A car is driven into offices at a checkpoint on the outskirts of Barcelona. A man is found dead in the car, but the Interior Ministry denies earlier reports he was killed by police gunfire. The dead man is not believed to be linked to the Las Ramblas attack, officials say, but investigations are ongoing. Cambrils, Friday 01:00. A second vehicle attack takes place in the resort south of Barcelona. Police kill 5 suspects said to be linked to the Las Ramblas attack. Trump pushes debunked pig's blood myth. Hours after Barcelona attack, analysis a worrying trend. Gordon Carrera, BBC News security correspondent. Barcelona is just the latest European city to witness the terrible effects of a vehicle attack on an iconic soft target. In Nice a year ago, Bastille Day celebrations were targeted, then a Christmas market in Berlin. In London, Westminster and London Bridge, as well as Finsbury Park, saw cars and vans used as weapons. In the UK, new barriers have been put in place to mitigate some of the risks at key locations, and there is discussion of imposing checks on those renting vans, but security services in Britain as well as across Europe are all too aware that there are limits to what they can do to spot and stop those planning murder in this way. The weapons employed are readily available and there is little or no training, coordination or planning required. This means there are few points where individuals can be spotted by the intelligence services. Although so-called Islamic State has released a statement saying what it calls its soldiers had carried out the Barcelona attack, it is not yet clear whether there was any direct link to the group or if they were simply inspired by its call to act. The language used often indicates the latter. Either way, authorities will be bracing themselves for the possibility of further attacks of a similar nature. Europe's deadly vehicle attacks. Paris, the 9th of August 2017. A man rammed a BMW into a group of soldiers, injuring 6. London, the 19th of June 2017. A man is killed in a van attack on Muslims outside a mosque in Finsbury Park, London. The 3rd of June 2017. 8 people died when 3 jihadists drove a van into pedestrians on London Bridge and then stabbed Passby, Stockholm, Sweden. The 7th of April 2017. Uzbek Rakhmatikilov killed 5 people when he drove a lorry through a shopping area, London. The 22nd of March 2017. 4 people died when a car rammed into pedestrians on Westminster Bridge, and the driver then stabbed to death a policeman. Berlin, Germany, the 19th of December 2016. Tunisian Anas Amri plowed a truck into a Christmas market at Breitscheidplatz, killing 12 people. Nice, France, the 14th of July 2016. Tunisian Mohamed Lahouri Aboulal drove a truck into crowds on the Promenade des Anglais, killing 86 people on Bastille Day, France. December 2014. A van was driven into a Christmas market in Nantes and a car rammed pedestrians in Dijon, leaving more than 20 wounded. Are you in the area? Did you witness what happened? If it's safe to do so, you can share your experience by emailing haveyoursay@bbc.co.uk. Please include a contact number if you are willing to speak to a BBC journalist. You can also contact us in the following ways: WhatsApp 44755517328. Send picturesque video to your pics at bbc.co.uk. Upload your pictures video here. Tweet at bbc_haveyoursay. Text an SMS or MMS to 61124 UK 447624800 100 international.